Welcome back. Our guest with us today was born with both aortic and mitral valve stenosis, but heart valves that didn't work properly did not stop her from excelling at gymnastics. However, at age 14, Macey's heart was beyond repair and she had to give up the sport she loved. It was determined that Macey needed a heart transplant, and in 2016, Macey received her new heart. Since then, Macey has been a strong advocate and volunteer for the American Heart Association. Macey's health experience showed her firsthand the importance of scientific advances, and it prompted Macey to pursue a degree in biology from the University of Puget Sound, where she graduated last year. For Macey, reaching big milestones like graduation and starting her first career are especially meaningful and indicative of her journey. It's important to write that women know that heart disease is their largest health threat and it can impact anyone, even young women. Macey, welcome to the show.
It's great to be here, Laura. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we have a few questions for you, Macey.
Absolutely.
So, I understand you've personally been touched by heart disease. Can you share a little bit with our viewers about your journey?
Absolutely. So as you mentioned, I was born with aortic and mitral valve stenosis, and through most of my life, I was experiencing a number of heart failure related symptoms, but I overall had a very normal childhood and was doing well for about the first 10 years of my life. I was picking up sports like gymnastics and had a very active lifestyle. And once middle school started, I kind of started to decline, was experiencing more heart failure, more symptoms, and I had my first 2 open heart surgeries. And I was expecting my life to kind of be like that, to have these routine heart surgeries, maybe just for maintenance. But once you hear that those are no longer capable of saving you, your last option is a heart transplant. And some people may think that that's, the cure, that's the end all be all and you're good forever, when really it's more like trading one set of problems for another. And while I've been in excellent health and have been very fortunate in my circumstances, my life is still very geared towards focusing on my heart and living a healthy lifestyle and paying attention to my future and how I can really take care of myself best, prolong this heart as long as I can. And I've been very fortunate with little complications, and I'm here to share my story today.
We really appreciate that. So how are you doing now?
Fantastic. Fantastic. I've been so fortunate with few complications, and a story like mine is the best opportunity to really come forward with advocacy and awareness, especially the further I get in my life and more milestones I'm reaching. It's just a constant reminder that I'm more empowered than ever to support women and the American Heart Association in their mission to share their journey and their mission. Yeah.
Wonderful. And so, Macey, you've been named a 2025 Go Red for Women Ambassador in Washington by the American Heart Association. What inspired you to take on that role?
Honestly, I think just where I am in life right now, when I was first volunteering for the American Heart Association, I was much younger and, was a little more geared towards the pediatric and child's, esque side of things. And now that I am living an adult lifestyle where I have to manage my own health and I have to manage a career, I go to school, and maybe one day I'll want to get married, have kids, you're experiencing adulthood. And now is really the time where the next 20 years matter a lot, and I would really like to show women that at any age, heart disease can impact you, but you can still have a fantastic success story from it.
Absolutely. And you did touch on this a little bit, but can you also just elaborate a little bit more on what you want women in particular to know about heart disease?
The number one thing I want them to know is that they are truly not alone. Throughout my entire childhood, I had many kids and many doctors and my family all supporting me. But when you're, again, as an adult, you don't have the same advocacy or same support system. It almost feels like you're on your own. And what I really need women to realize is, especially, we're women, we're already underrepresented, misrepresented in a medical context, in a societal context. And this is when we can really come together and say, hey, our health matters.
That's right.
We matter as people. We're mothers, we're daughters, we're sisters.
That's right.
We have plenty to offer.
Absolutely. And thank you for being a voice in this journey. We really appreciate that. And, you know, Macey, can you tell our viewers what is Go Red for Women all about?
Go Red for Women is all about a campaign for supporting our health and becoming aware of our health.
Okay.
It's all about supporting a healthy lifestyle and all about not being alone, not expecting that you have to do this all by yourself. You take care of the kids, you take care of the house, you try to have a job. Don't forget about your health at the same time.
Exactly.
It's all about coming together and taking care of ourselves as a unit, as a community.
And I think as women, we take on so many roles. One of the things that we do forget about or we tend to potentially neglect is our health. So that's a very good point that you bring up in regards to that. And so Go Red for Women has some important dates coming up, including a Community Awareness Day called National Wear Red Day. Can you share with our viewers what it's all about and some of those dates?
Absolutely. So the number one day is February 7th.
Okay.
I believe it's the first Friday of February. That is National Wear Red Day.
Okay.
And we wear red in support of the campaign in order to support women's health and to advocate for women's heart health.
Nice.
So it's all about bringing that community together. And that color, red, being so bold and related to the heart is what really wakes the community up. It brings everybody to this light of, wow, heart disease is the number one killer, especially in women. And this is how we wake everybody up and we come together as a force of power and empowerment. It's really a beautiful mission.
And then what is the community being asked to do?
The community is being asked to wear red. You can go to wearredday.org, and on February 7th, we encourage you all to wear red and post about it. You know, hashtag Wear Red Day. Tell everybody how you are supporting women's health, especially the American Heart Association, that you are in support of their research, you are in support of women, you're in support of this campaign. It's how we wake everybody up and we support heart disease.
Absolutely. And again, where our viewers can go to get more information about National Wear Red Day, can you mention that again?
Wearredday.org.
Wearredday.org. Awesome. Well, thank you, Macey, for being here today. Your story is definitely one of courage, resilience, and we appreciate you for being here and letting our viewers know about not only your journey, but the things that the American Heart Association has done, and can do moving forward to help other individuals in your who've been through what you've been through. Okay.
Thank you, Laura. I appreciate it.
Thank you, and I hope to have you back on the show.
Oh, you'll see me.
Okay.
Let's get this going.
That's right.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Macey.